What's up?
Hi.
How are ya?
Open.
Guess what today is? It's Christmas for CrossFitters.
Christmas for CrossFitters.
Actually, that was when we got new presents in the gym this week. We got new stuff. Actually, we got new wall balls.
Oh, yeah.
So, and new boxes.
Yeah.
We were thinking ahead. Okay, so 26.1 just landed like mere minutes ago.
Yeah.
We watched it. Now we're in the spare bedroom of glory here.
The spare bedroom.
Denise calls her setup the basement of glory, so this must be the spare bedroom of glory.
Okay.
All right, so here's the plan. Tomorrow is neon night. What's up? Find all the craziest, most colorful things you own. Mm-hmm. For those of you, Stewart family, that only own black clothes, I did buy some neon headbands and some bracelets and some fun things. So you will be neoned out, whether you like it or not.
I was telling somebody yesterday that there's a whole genre of the like rave scene that's like techno, and there's clubs that only allow black into them. So you're a techno person if you're all black. That's all.
Oh, yeah. That seems like opposite to rave culture.
I know,
all black.
but it's
that
like
seems like
its own specific genre. It's all like emo kind of stuff.
Okay, well, that's week 3 when we rock the reps. Then you can wear your all black and your studded belts and your
skulls.
2000s side part emo.
Okay,
My Chemical Romance vibe, whatever. Okay, so head programmer, coach David Riley, level 4. What's the workout and what should we know?
Okay, it's a 12-minute AMRAP. Let's just be real here.
As far as you can get, good luck. Yeah.
It's a 12-minute AMRAP. Even the elite level people, not all of them finish. So this is a 12-minute workout. Mm-hmm. You're going to start with 30 wall balls, then 18 box jump overs, 40 wall balls, 18 box jump overs. And then for some reason,
I believe there's a set of 20 wall balls at the start.
Is there?
20, 30, 40.
I thought it started at 30.
I wish it did.
Damn it. Okay. So there's more wall balls than expected. So it's 20, 30, 40, 66 for some reason, which they never said anything about. I'm not sure.
Dave just said, variance.
Okay.
Unknown and unknowable. Just keep it interesting. It has no significance, he said.
I think he just hit the wrong button on the computer.
Maybe just a little typo.
But anyways, it's 18 box jump overs within those sets. The middle 2, I guess, are step overs with the medicine ball because you don't want the ball to be lonely. I don't know.
Yeah, got to give that thing a snuggle.
Snuggle your ball the whole time if you make it there. We know how some of us feel about wall balls. And then you do the same thing all the way back down again. So it's kind of up and down. So it ends up being like over 200 wall balls, which is crazy. But don't worry, most of us won't get that far.
246, but yeah, not applicable. Before they said the time cap, I looked at you on the couch and I was like, what do you think? I was like, 12 minutes? Like, will this shit be over in 12 minutes? And you were like, I don't know. And then they said 12.
I thought they were going to go 20.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do wall balls and box jump.
Yeah.
This is not
12 is way better.
A short people friendly workout. We'll get our thrusters and burpees later on in the open, but wall balls and box jumps.
Objection, Your Honor.
Yes.
Colton Mertens won.
Ooh, fair point. So Colton Mertens, who is a phenomenal athlete, won the open the last few years. Not very tall.
No.
5'4"
with 2-inch Olympic weightlifting shoes on.
That's what his thing said. A couple years ago at the games, he was on the demo team and I was the demo judge. So we did a lot of standing together on the floor. And he and I are like eye to eye. Yeah. So I was like, I don't know. But anyway, fair point. The smallest guy, the shortest guy in the field did win the open announcement that we just saw. So
no excuses.
Excuses, shorties.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk strategy. So again, we're going into this knowing that this is going to be a 12-minute workout and it's mostly wall balls. If you struggle with box jumps, of course those are going to interfere, but it's mostly wall balls. So you have to be smart with your sets early on so that you don't blow up in the first 6 minutes and end up doing 3s. You want to be doing at least 10 at a time. I would say you got to like push for 10s if you want to get anywhere close to halfway. If you're struggle bussing through it and doing 3s and 5s, that's fine. You're just going to see how far you can get.
Single med ball clean throws?
Yeah. One at a time. 1 rep max med ball clean.
It'll be my style from minutes 9 to 12.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people, I think. So yeah, just be smart early on, but know that if you're going to try to get far, if you're trying to be competitive, you basically have to go unbroken.
Yeah.
So if you're not great at wall balls, this probably isn't going to be your week.
So don't come out too hot.
Yeah.
The wall balls specifically, for those of us that don't love wall balls, what tips would you give us to make them suck not so bad?
The first one is I don't think you want to load on the way down. I think you want to be like catching the ball as you're dropping into the bottom of a squat so that you're not like getting that eccentric loading. You basically just bounce out of the bottom and toss the ball up again. Normally I like to say don't keep your arms in the air when you're throwing the wall ball because it fatigues your shoulders, but you're not doing anything else with your shoulders today. So whatever on that point. I would just say try to be as springy out of the bottom as possible so that you're holding onto the ball the least amount of time. You need to be cycling that ball super, super fast. If you struggle with wall balls, again, small sets, short breaks instead of one big set, one huge break, lots of small sets with huge breaks as well. Just do what you got to do.
Now, technique is king.
Yeah.
And we talk a lot about how intensity drives results. And obviously the open is a time you're going to apply that special level of intensity, that 11 out of 10 that you maybe don't every day in the gym. But there's a balance of technique and intensity, and they're not at odds. Proper technique is what allows you to go faster. So what's the proper technique for the wall ball so that we can go faster?
First thing is you need to make sure you're not dipping into the you're not dipping into the toes in the bottom of your squats. They can tend to pull you forward. Any front squat type movement can. So you want to make sure you're sitting back into your heels. That'll help prevent blowing up your quads and allow you to do your jumps and continue cycling your wall balls. And then the other thing is just keeping your chest up. Get the elbows underneath the ball so that you've got a good rack position as much as you can with that ball so that you're not tilting forward and blowing up your back as well.
Oh man, I see people just making themselves work 300% harder by dropping the chest, flaring the elbows, getting onto the toes. You're like, whoa, you don't need to make these that much harder on yourself. Chest up, elbows under, sit back on your heels, use your butt. I always have to keep my eyes up on the target. I have to look at it the whole time so that my brain remembers where it's going. And then when it leaves my hands, I point my fingers at the target so it doesn't get that weird backspin on it. And then it makes it harder to catch the next one.
There was a period of time where there was this guy who was super geeky, the wizard, they used to call him, outlaw CrossFit. And he did the math where they videoed wall balls that would hit and bounce straight back down versus hit, roll up and bounce down. And that extra little roll up added something like a 20th of a second. But across 150 wall balls, that added up to a lot. It was like 30 seconds of time that you're losing just by that ball bouncing off the wall and going up instead of coming directly back down again. So for elite level people, that for sure matters. For us normies, it's probably not that big of a deal. Just try to be as consistent as you can hitting your target. I like to have not just like the line, but like a little cross hair between bricks where I aim for. And I just try to avoid spinning the ball as much as I can.
Yeah. This is the one time a year where the girls get to do 9-foot wall balls. I love it. This is my favorite time of year. It makes me like not hate wall balls when I do 9-foot wall balls. So that's the best.
It's way better for the girls for sure. You're welcome. Treat yourself.
Yes. You're welcome that we make you throw to 10 feet all the time. And then
sorry, short kings.
you get to the open. And can I be a short king? Or do I have to be a short queen?
You have to be a short queen, I think.
Okay.
Although it's 2025. People are doing whatever they want nowadays.
Actually, it's 2026.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Oh, man. You could tell I worked the 6 a.m. class today.
Welcome to the new year. It's the end of February. It is 2026 now. Okay, so the box jumps. Box jumps. Now, you will have just come off some big sets of wall balls. Your leg's going to be cooked.
Danger, Will Robinson.
So know yourself. You're going to have to get those toes up. If you don't normally jump on a wooden box or you don't normally jump 20 inches for the girls and 24 for the guys, use the padded boxes. David was like, oh, we're going to see some people catching some toes because those legs are going to feel heavy like lead. Nice things, though, no requirement for full extension. So it makes it easier to judge. But also, usually we tell you to stick the landing of a box jump above parallel and just stand up, like save yourself the full squat. With the box jump overs, it's actually to your advantage to land in a full squat and just like pivot your feet and step down.
Yeah.
Like just stay low across the box. There's no need to stand up or put any kind of like hip or leg extension into it at all. And then the step ups, I'm actually like, for a short queen, not bad at step ups.
That sounds so weird.
It does. It sounds wrong.
Calling yourself a queen sounds weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Short princess. I don't know. That's worse. Princess Peach, 5 feet tall. Anyway, the proper footwork so you don't get yourself all tangled up and turning more than you need to. So you're going to be lateral to the box. The instinct is to put your closer leg on the box first, but then that actually leaves you all tangled up. The proper technique, and I'll put a little video overlay here, is that your outside foot goes on the closest corner. Your inside leg goes on the far corner. The first leg that came up steps down. And so it actually just saves you from having to turn your whole body or step across your feet in an awkward way where they get kind of tangled up. So always outside leg first. And then you just stay facing the same direction. So when the box is on your left side, it's your right foot that goes on first. And now you're on the other side of the box. the box is on your right side. Now it's the left leg that goes first. And you just stay in that little rhythm. And you can actually get in there and make it pretty quick.
Yeah.
And as far as I can tell, there was also no requirement for full extension
Yeah,
here
there wasn't.
either. So again, that makes the judging easier.
And Colton, because he has such short legs, wasn't doing that. He was facing the box, and like you could see his hip twisting quite a bit as he was standing up and over. But the other guys mostly were doing the sideways step. So again, if you're not a super strong step upper, you might need to face the box, or if you're just hesitant with the height, but that's fine. Just whatever mechanics allow you to like move steady, because it gets real slow on step ups if you start getting lazy with them.
And you'll be snuggling that wall ball with you. I definitely prefer to go like shoulder it with one arm and still have my other arm free for like a little bit of balance and momentum.
Yeah.
I think it's Raph in the video is holding it with two hands, like you'd hold a baby. And I just find, I don't know, that weirds me out a little bit balance wise or anything with like not having a hand free. So, but I think either way is acceptable.
Yeah.
The games website, everyone was a little too excited about the open. The games website went down. So we were like refreshing and trying to find the standards for the scaled division and stuff. It's not up yet. So I would guess probably 10-pound wall balls for the girls, 14 for the guys. It's typically what we see for the scaled version.
There might be a step up option the whole time.
Yeah, for the box jumps, there might be step ups the whole time, but TBD on that.
Check the website once it's calmed down a little bit, and I'm sure you'll get to see. But yeah, it's always a good idea to kind of watch the videos and just make sure you're familiar with the workouts, so you're not showing up on Friday being like, what are we doing?
Yeah, please don't do that.
Know what the workout are, know what the standards are, because you're going to be judging somebody. So, crease of the hip below the knee on the wall ball. There's no full hip extension with the wall ball, which is a nice thing to judge. You just have to like get all the way below parallel, and then the ball just has to hit the black line at our gym anyways. So you don't have to worry about the top part of the squat, which is nice. And then they made it super easy on judging standards with the step up and over. It's just 1 foot, 1 foot.
The only place where you will have to use your judging eyes is the bottom of the squat in the wall ball and the ball hitting the target at the height that it needs to. And here's my like pep talk. Sometimes people feel like, oh, but it's like hard for them and I don't want to be mean and tell them no rep. You have to completely eject that mindset. There's no nice or mean or kind or unkind when it comes to judging. This is binary. Yes, no. Your job as the judge is literally to just uphold the standards that were set to the right range of motion and the right number of reps. What's unkind is to let someone believe that they're doing the work when they're not.
Yeah.
And it's, in this situation, exceptionally unethical to allow that to continue and let that score stand on the leaderboard versus someone that actually did legitimately do all the reps. So you will see people not squat below parallel, and you will have to be honest with high integrity and tell them no.
Yeah.
Tell them no rep. And you'll see people miss the wall ball. It won't go high enough, or it'll airball or like not hit the target, and you will have to say no rep. And that's your job. That's what we do. We're high integrity people. That's literally why the banner on the wall says leave no doubt. That's the time. And then when you're the athlete, your job is not to give your judge a hard time.
Yeah.
Make your reps legitimate. This is BRIO. You know full fucking well what a full depth squat is. You've been told that 8 million times while you've been here. So don't be giving your judge any hard reps to deal with. Just put your butt below your knees, make that ball hit the line. If the judge says no rep, you say thank you. And that's all that is allowed to take place.
Yeah, you have to understand that you're going into the open to challenge yourself, to do things that you might not always do well, and that's part of the challenge. So if you struggle with your depth, that's fine. We're going to hold you to the standard today much more severely than we do in just a regular workout, because this is like the thing. This is what we're all signing up for, is challenging ourselves to do new things and hold a high standard and make sure that we're doing it properly. And
like if achieving a full depth squat is hard for you, cool. Welcome to the club of people that do hard things. Just like if I run a marathon and people are like, oh, running looks hard for Jocelyn. She should just get to take a cab for like 6 miles in the middle. You're like, no, because it's hard for you. You don't get to like skip the work. There are standards. This is what has to be completed. If it's hard for you to squat below parallel, hopefully it's better by next year if you work on it. And, you know, if it's hard for me to run a marathon, well, that's my problem to keep chugging away. I don't get to like hail an Uber. Well, you know, to make it easier and shortcut the amount of work that I was supposed to do.
You need to get the shirt that says, wait for me, I have little legs.
I do.
That's such a great shirt.
It is such a great shirt. Okay, so we will be posting this. Heat times will be available for sign-in in the app. There is no wait list. The heat times are first come, first serve.
Don't show up unsigned in.
I won't be able to do anything for you. Lanes will be set. If you're not signed in, you don't have a spot. There will be a defined number of spots. You are in your heat time. There's 2 waves. You will be both the athlete and the judge with a little reset warm-up time in between to switch roles. So like you said, it's imperative that you know what the workout is, you know the standards, the range of motion, how many reps, that kind of thing, so that not only do you know what you're doing, but you're also going to be in charge of judging someone else. So for someone else's sake, you got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, it should be fun.
All right.
It's only 12 minutes, guys. You can do it.
12 minutes. Neon Night. See you there.
Boom.